Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jael, for those of you that may not know, and today is going to be a continuation of our Soft Glam Color Series where I'd show you how to do soft glam looks, but I also will incorporate some type of color aspect, so it'll be a pop of color in some way, shape, or form. For today's video, we're going to be doing a soft glam look with a pop of yellow and a bold lip, which I'm very excited for. I used to wear bold lips all of the time, more than neutral lips, but neutral lips are very much on trend right now. And I think that the bolder lips are starting to really make more of a comeback than they have before. So I'm just really excited to play around and have some fun. If you guys are interested in seeing how this look turns out, if you guys want to follow along, please make sure to grab your brushes or a snack or a drink or all three and keep on watching. All right, you guys are nice and zoomed on in, and we can go ahead and get started. So I obviously did my brows off camera. I very rarely do them on camera, so don't feel weird if you're like, oh no, it doesn't happen that often. We're actually going to start by doing our base today first, and then we're going to go on and do our eyeshadow and everything. I actually just realized that I completely forgot to wet my sponge, so I'm gonna have to do that after I prime my face. But let's go ahead and get our primer in, and then that will give me time to let the primer set. So for primer today, I'm starting off by just concentrating in my pores area. I've already done my skincare, and I also have already taken care of my SPF. So now we can go ahead and move on into the actual priming portion. So I'm picking up my Touch in Sol No Poreblem primer. I actually used this in my last video, which was a Shop My Stash video. If you guys missed that, I'll have it linked up here. Make sure to go and check that out. I talked about some really good products over there. I love this primer. Oh, that is not normal. This is a pretty empty bottle, so that happened. Okay. We're just gonna open the bottle. So this is what the primer looks like. It's really fantastic. I love this primer. If you are looking for something to help fill in your pores, smooth out the skin, and just prolong the wear of your makeup, I highly recommend it. And now we're going in with our Joah Beauty Glow Activator Radiance Primer. I also talked about this in another video. I will have that linked up here as well. Just some shameless plugging there. This is a really great primer. Joah Beauty is inspired by K-Beauty, which I also believe Touch in Sol is inspired by K-Beauty as well. And I think that they're just really good products. I just really like this primer. It's really great. It does a great job of hydrating your face, and it makes the makeup look really nice and just glowy. While the primer is soaking in our skin, I'm going to go ahead and wash my beauty blender because it's also a little dirty, so I can just wash it, get it wet, get it ready. And I will be right back. I have We Gotta Work This Out from High School Musical stuck in my head. Like, you know, the one with Zac Efron like dancing in the middle of the kitchen with Corbin Bleu, and they're like, we gotta work. I have that stuck in my head. Good times, man. I might go watch High School Musical when this is over because it is stuck in my head, and I'm an adult. I can do what I want. I am using my e.l.f. What is this called? The Camo Concealer Sponge, I believe it's called. It's actually meant for concealer, and it was designed and formulated after they made their very famous, probably like award-winning, I'm pretty sure, won some awards or something, their Camo Concealer. I've never used that before, actually. I should probably put that on my list of stuff to try. But I really, really like this sponge, and the only reason I'm going on about it is because I don't think I've ever had a sponge that I've genuinely loved. Like, I've had sponges that I liked, and I'm like, this is great. But this just kind of blew my mind when I used it. Also used it in a video, so you should just watch all my old videos. You'll enjoy it. So for foundation today, we are picking up the L'Oreal Infallible foundation. This is a 24-hour Freshwear. I have two shades here. What did I say? 500 Honey Bisque and 510 Hazelnut. I'm going to be mixing these two today to create my perfect shade, because even though I have barely been outside because we're all staying inside all day long basically, I am getting a little bit of sun here and there, and I'm getting a little bit tanner, so I need to just, you know, be a little bit tanner. I love it when my earrings get stuck on my hair. I love it. I'm going to just spritz my face with this Wet n Wild Photo Focus Rose primer. It's like a 3-in-1 thing. It has It preps, sets, and refreshes. That's what it does. I like doing this whenever I'm putting on foundation. I feel like it just allows it to just kind of go in more smoothly and look a little bit more like plump and bouncy and glowy and, you know, skin-like. So the reason that I love this foundation, not just for soft glam looks, but in general, is that I just love how natural it looks. It looks so skin-like, but it makes your skin just look a little bit more like refreshed. Your skin isn't looking super, super, super dewy and super glowy, but it is just looking very just skin-like, honestly. It looks healthy, it looks hydrated, your skin looks good, but it's not making you, like, if you're not into the whole super dewy makeup look, you don't have to worry about that because it's not going to make you look really dewy. All right, now it's time to do some concealing. So I am picking up this Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Concealer. This was in my monthly favorites for the month of April, and it's still going strong. This is a fantastic concealer. Mine is in the shade 17. This is perfect for like literally any makeup look. Full coverage, a little bit of coverage, you can make it work. Also, if you guys have seen my nails, please excuse them. They are all different, everything. Now we are going to set under our eyes. I'm going to be picking up this Milani translucent banana powder in the shade 03. This is the Milani Make It Last powder. And to set the rest of my face, I'm going to go in with my Sephora MicroSmooth in the shade 40. I like to do this just a little teensy bit because this time of the year, yeah girl, even though this lasts on its own, this is a little bit of insurance because, you know, you can get oily, and I just feel like this is just going to ensure that we are intact. By the way, can we just appreciate the Spider-Man shirt? Now we're going to go in and do some bronzing. So I'm picking up my Sephora Bronze Bronzer in the shade Mykonos, 05 Mykonos. I love this bronzer. I tried it out for the first time in one of my videos. Go and watch. You'll enjoy it. And I love this bronzer. It's so nice. It's so smooth. And it just literally looks like you're sun-kissed, like you're sitting on a Grecian rooftop just being kissed by the sun, which I have experienced in real life before, and it is lovely, and I recommend that everybody find a bronzer that makes them feel like they're sitting on a rooftop being kissed by the Grecian sun. Fun fact, I was actually supposed to contour, and I forgot. We're going to pick up this bronzer again, and we are just going to chisel the nose out a little bit. I was supposed to contour, completely forgot about it. Ain't nobody got time to contour every single day, so I don't care. I will be showing you guys like some more contouring stuff in later videos, but sometimes you just don't need it. And I feel like if you place your bronzer down correctly, you can give yourself a little faux contour. You can make it work. You can do work with powder. I will teach you guys those tricks in other videos, but today we're just going to keep it simple. So what I'm doing is kind of like another little fake contouring trick. I like to do this when I'm really bronzy. So I just like to take a little teensy bit of the bronzer on a fluffy brush like this, and I like to just kind of let it naturally kind of cascade down the nose, you know, like a little circular motion. So like, and I don't want it to look too chiseled, so I kind of do this little like snooty face. So that it's soft and it kind of just naturally allows the nose to go in the shape that I want. What I'm doing now is I'm taking that natural shape that I have, I'm going under the brow bone like this and just kind of sweeping it out. This is just going to really give the appearance of a more chiseled nose, And it's also going to just kind of like lift everything. It kind of just like lifts the eye up a little bit, lifts the face up, and makes everything appear a little bit more like angular. It's just a really nice trick, and it kind of just keeps this really beautiful bronzy element to your face. So it's very subtle. You can go more ham with it, but I like to keep it nice and subtle. Now we're going to pick up a blush to apply to the cheeks. Because I'm kind of going for this like glowier, bronzier vibe, I want to carry that through with my blush. So I'm picking up the Alamar Cosmetics Color Blush Trio. And it looks like this. If you guys have not seen it before, it is absolutely stunning. Definitely go and support this lovely Latina owned brand if you're able to. I'm going to pick up the shade Seclusion and Isla. And if you're wondering why I'm doing this exact shape, it's because this is going to just add to like the chiselness that I'm creating. If I put more blush and kind of concentrate it here, I'm going to kind of add to the roundness of my face, which I like to take away from a little bit. I like to add a little bit more angle in there, so I kind of just drape the blush right along my cheekbone. I even will bring it up here. You can, if you want to, it's a more stylized look, kind of drape it right here, but I like to just kind of drape this one right here. I kind of stop at the temple instead of going above the brow or like right on the temple. I kind of stop when I get right there. All right, now we're moving on to the eyes. So it's time for the big kahuna, y'all. So I'm picking up my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. This is a really great eyeshadow base. I very, very much enjoy it, and I use it a lot. If you watch my videos, y'all know. I use this a lot. I love it. I swear by it. If I'm not using this, I'm using the P. Louise base. For eyes, we are picking up this palette. This is the palette that we're using today. If you have this palette, feel free to follow along. If you don't have this palette, if you have any similar shades, just go ahead and follow along as well. This is the Patricia Bright Rich in Color eyeshadow palette. It's a 28 pan palette from Makeup Revolution. It is amazing. The quality and pigmentation in here, off the charts. I'm using the yellow shades in here for the first time, however, so I'm intrigued to see how they perform, but every time I've used this palette, I've loved it. So this is the palette that we're going in with today, and it looks like this. Absolutely stunning. I also have a review and tutorial up on this look. I will have this linked, or up on this palette rather. I will have it linked up here. Make sure you guys go and check it out if you want to know more. I'm going in with this shade just because I want to start off with that kind of punch of color, and then we're going to blend in some more. So I'm starting off with this in my crease, and then I'm letting it kind of naturally dip down onto the lid. I'm even gonna like swirl it down there a little bit, and then I'm bringing it back on up. And we're not gonna go too much like crazier with this. We're just kind of laying it down like a transition shade, even though it's also going to be our base shade for our lid. Now I'm picking up this NYX brush. It's in the number 16. Love this brush. And we're going to pick up a brown shade. We're going to start off with the shade Queen, which is this really pretty like chocolatey, like milk chocolatey brown shade. I have used this many a time. And we're going to just pop this on, beginning on the outer corner, and then we're going to bring it over in the crease. I want to deepen that up a little bit more. So using that same exact brush, I'm going to pick up this shade right here, Model, and I am going to pop that right in the crease. We're not going to bring it as far over though. We're going to kind of keep it more so on the outer corner and then blend it into the crease a little bit. I'm going to pick up a little bit more of Queen, the first brown shade that we went in with, and I am going to just, I wiped off the excess of my brush in a little towel, and I'm just going to make sure that this all looks nice and blended out here. I'm holding my brush down at the bottom of the handle, and I just want to make sure that we have a nice gradient happening and that everything looks nice and blended. Now we could totally leave it here and it looks really nice, but I do want to reinforce that yellow a little bit. So on that same brush that we used with the yellow, I'm just going to go back into vitamin C, and I'm going to just reinforce it just on the lid a bit. I'm going to go in with the shade Honey Pot right here. I'm just going to use my finger, and I think it's just going to be gorgeous. I'm going to just pick it up. It feels very soft, and I'm going to press it like in the center, kind of almost creating like a halo-y aspect to the eye. I'm going to pick up that NYX brush again with no additional product, and I am just going to kind of blend this area just to make sure that it looks still really nice, but that's just really, it just looks nice. It's a nice little pop of a shimmer. I'm going to apply just a tad bit more right on the lid, but I like it when you open your eyes and it kind of just goes up. I think it just looks really pretty. You don't have to do that, but I think it looks really nice. All right, and we have our little pop of yellow. See, this is such a simple look. It's so easy to achieve. It's still soft glam, but it just brings in a little something something to it, which I love. So when I used this, I really loved it, so I'm going to try it out again. This is the House Laboratories or House Labs liquid eyeliner in the shade Punk. It's their Matter Than Matte liquid eyeliner. This is Lady Gaga's brand. I say House Laboratories because I feel like I see Kathleen Lights using it all the time, and whenever she uses anything from House Labs, she says House Laboratories, and it's just stuck in my head to say it that way now. Now this next step is not something that you have to do, but I want to do it just to kind of reinforce everything. So I'm picking up this Violet Voss Essentials Pro Series eyeshadow palette, and the only reason I'm picking this up is because this has a black in it that I want to use, and I'm just going to pop this right on top of the line that I created just to kind of really mattify it, because this is matte, but I wanted it to just be a little bit more defined and set in place. I'm gonna pop my lashes on, and then I will be right back with you guys. All right, guys, so right now you could totally throw on just a like neutral lip and call it a day, but we're not gonna do that. We're gonna add in a couple more little key steps to this. So to start, I want to put some black liner in my waterline. So this is just the Sephora gel liner. It's waterproof, and it's in the shade Black Lace number 01. So I'm just going to pick up the shade Model, this darker brown, and then I'm going to go in with the shade Queen and blend that out. Kind of going to be doing like a reverse of what I did up top. Okay, for highlight today, I'm going to be picking up this Maybelline Master Chrome Metallic Highlighter in the shade 100 Molten Gold. I am going to line my lips. I'm going to line them with this lip liner from Buxom. This is the Code Red Plump Line lip liner. It is gigantic. It's also really great if you want to like just wear it as a lip product itself, and it has a little smudger brush on the other side for you to do some smudging. It's a great product. Oh, for lipstick, I'm going in with this Joah Beauty lipstick. It's in the shade Adulting. I can't remember what the exact like line of these lipsticks are called. This one I know it has more of like a, I think it's like more of a creme finish, like it's a little shiny. Hopefully not overly shiny because I don't really like that, but we're gonna see. I just want to set everything really quickly. I started like putting my hair down and I forgot. I want to set my face. So I want to set everything down. I have this sample of this Cover FX High Performance Setting Spray. It's supposed to be 24-hour wear. I'm going to spray my arm really quickly just to make sure that it's not like a really bad spritzer. So I'm going to spray my arm and see how it performs. Okay, that's a nice light mist. Okay, you guys, and this is your completed look. I am so happy with how this look turned out. I think it is beautiful and stunning, and it was so fast and so easy to do. All you have to do is just take your time and trust the process, honestly. It was so fun, so simple. And like I said, if you guys aren't really feeling a red lip and you're like, I would much rather do like a neutral, a brown, whatever, you do you, boo. But if you're feeling a little bit spicier and you're like, I want to just try it out, go ahead and pop on that red. Let yourself feel like you're going out on a night out with your friends, even if you're just zooming with them and having a wine night. Like, let yourself just have some fun. So I really like this look. I think it's really pretty. I love this with this shirt. I haven't worn this shirt in a minute and I'm like, ooh, got a whole new look for this shirt specifically. Everything looks really great. I love the products that I use. It is still soft glam because it's very soft, it's very natural, but you just put in a couple of pops of color and it just brought it to life and made it something a little bit different. So that is what this color series is all about, finding ways to kind of reinvent the soft glam or just add to it so that you can make it a little bit more of a punch of color and a little bit more personality here and there. If you guys like this video, please let me know down below in the comments. If you have any products that you feel like would do the same thing, but you might have like a different product that you prefer, let me know. Let me know what else I should be checking out, and let other people in the comments know too, because maybe there's something that I used that was too expensive for them at the time, like Pat McGrath, that they could find an alternative to, that you're like, this isn't the exact same products, but I feel like this kind of gives me a similar effect. Let me know. Let us all know. If you guys liked this video, also please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. I had so much fun hanging out with you guys today, and I really hope that this was helpful for all of you. Also, make sure to share this video, because I'm sure there are people out there that are still trying to get used to exactly how to do soft glam and how to implement soft glam with different colors. Maybe they didn't think that they could, so make sure that you share it, because you never know who you could be helping out, and you'll be helping me out by bringing more people over to my channel. Also, if you like this video, this is my last, also one of the last. If you like this video, please make sure to subscribe. I am uploading all the time. I have new videos 2 to 3 times a week. We're having lots of fun over here. I'm feeling more inspired than ever, and I am just loving getting to spend time with you guys and sharing what I love. Thank you guys so much again. I will see you all in my next video, and until then, have an excellent rest of your day. Bye, my loves.
Say my name until the city burns and the stars fade away and your scars don't hurt. Stay with me until the last